Yeah. What?
Christmas is a time for caring, being at your best. Christmas is a time for sharing, knowing you've been blessed. There are the haves.
No, I love Christmas movies, and I love musicals, so you guys can probably just tell where this one's going. I fucking hated it. It's a fucking travesty. What is this shit? What's more is I decided I hated it 3 minutes in. Yes, it's so bright. It's so bright. And they had extra effects, making Dolly Parton look even more bright in this horrible CGI way. I hated it. It's hard to look at. Yeah, but that's not all, obviously, that I hate about this. Don't worry, there's plenty more. You know, every time a song starts, and that's a lot. That's like every scene. I just sighed, because I know full well everyone is going to be gaudy, ludicrously repetitive, ludicrously. And in that Dolly Parton style, which is, it's just a lot, you know? So if you don't know the plot of Christmas on the Square, then, I mean, I don't really need to actually bother telling you what it is. I could just say, It's a Wonderful Life, but if it was made by Hallmark, and a musical, yeah. The truth is that I wanted to do this like right at the start of the Advent calendar, you know, like 2nd or 3rd of December. I couldn't bring myself to it. You know, I've watched Hallmark movies, I've watched, you know, sequels on Netflix that have been something. I've watched a lot of crazy, awful shit. I watched Nativity 3, guys. I convinced myself to watch Nativity 3 before I could convince myself to actually sit down and watch this. So that's a point to make, you know. It's not that it's the name Dolly Parton that's in the title of the film. It's that somebody put their name on the title, you know? Just anybody's Christmas on the Square, I think I'd be like, oh God, going in to watch it, you know? So that was one of the things that turned me off a lot. Also, the fact that just in the first 30 seconds, right, of the actual film, because there's like 3 minutes of credits with just gaudy looking art, and then immediately the first thing you see is Dolly Parton sitting with like a full face of makeup and her hair all done up, but she's sitting with a change box pretending to be a homeless person, and that just kind of, I don't know, something about that just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth that never went away as I watched the rest of it. However, if you're confused, basically what happens is Christine Baranski is playing Christine Baranski, that older lady who's pretty spicy but kind of mean, and then reveals at some point that she's actually quite soft and sweet underneath it all. Dolly Parton plays Dolly Parton. She thinks she's an angel, but she's just a troll trying to take her own change. I'm sorry, that's mean. I'm sorry. The film upset me, guys. I'm enraged. Here's my woman review for Christmas on the Square.
Christmas is a time for angels, making things all right.
Oh, what joyful bliss. That's what Christmas is.
Christine Baranski wants to sell this whole town because her family owns the land. For some reason, her family owned the whole town, and she can put a mall there, but she kind of seems to feel like somewhat bad about it and seem to regret things and stuff from like the first 5 minutes. So you kind of, you know, not only is the result of the film never in doubt, but it throws in a bunch of like these shocks to try and like trick you up into thinking, oh, this isn't just a basic Hallmark movie plot. No, sir, there's so much more to this. When in reality, Hallmark movie plots have started using these random out of nowhere shocks, you know, which aren't really shocks, to try and like trip you up and make you think, oh, this is something different. So realistically, this kind of fell into the trap of actually ending up being a Hallmark movie by trying to escape being a Hallmark movie. And yeah, every song is, oh, jeez, you're never gonna, you know, nobody is going to go back and listen to the soundtrack of this, you know, just on its own or anything like that. And yeah, the whole thing, you know, it's something, you know. I'm giving Dolly Parton's Dolly Parton on a Dolly Pear Tree 38 out of 100. I don't think it's one of the worst films ever. I just think it's so disgustingly what it is, you know, I just wanted them to try, you know, I just wanted them to try and do something that wasn't exactly as horrifying and gaudy as my expectations, and they didn't. And that's all for this one, guys. We're running out of time. There's like a week left until Christmas. So you guys better subscribe and let me know what below you want to see in that last week of the Advent calendar, because after that, we're waiting until next year to do any more Christmas reviews. Ho, that's right. Why would I do them? You know, like January time. I'm just, you know. So subscribe.